Hello guys, today we are painting a field of poppies, and as always we are doing gouache, and as always this is going to be a very easy motif. You can do it very easily. It took me 1 hour to paint, and I would say for a total beginner it should take 1.5 hours, maybe 2 if you have some time, and I would suggest for you to take some time and enjoy the process. So first off, we're doing the simple background. Just take the green paint, dilute it in some water, and paint the whole thing green. And then you are already starting with the field of grass. And painting a field of grass is, if you know how to do it, very, very easy. So what you do is you take a regular flat brush and give it some makeover. So you give it like a haircut, basically. So I gave it point cuts so that when you do the strokes and you do very small strokes and you layer them, it looks like grass. And with the colors, you can experiment as much as you want. Just layer it, start from the back, like from way behind to the front, right? So you go down, and when you go down, what you can do is you can go lighter a bit, successfully, like go lighter, and also paint the strokes lightly bigger, and this way you have like a very nice dimensional effect. And honestly, regarding the colors, you can really do what you want. I just picked a couple of greens. Be brave, take some dark color as well, and paint in some dark spots, because if you look at a field of grass, it's never only one color, and that's what you want to achieve when you paint a field of grass. And honestly, whenever you paint anything nature related, what is the most, I think, easiest part about it is that you can mess up so much, because if you look at nature, nothing is perfect. So when that's done, give it some time to dry. That's a very important thing when painting with gouache, so that it doesn't activate. And then you can start painting some dots. So when you look at things that are in a far distance, it often looks like they are close together, right? But in reality, they are very far away. That's because your perception of distance changes when something is very in the back. So that's why they appear like they are more, or like they are very close together. And in order to get like a very dimensional effect, when you go to the front, the number of poppies should be reduced and the distance between them should be increased. And the more you go to the front, obviously, the bigger they appear. And here you have to be brave, right? So you have to paint them a lot bigger in the front. It feels weird when doing it. I felt very weird when I did it, but it will give this beautiful dimensional effect that you want to achieve. And it will give your painting some movement and some light, and I really like that. So next you can paint the big strokes of grass. I just use a regular, normal, dainty paintbrush and paint in some strokes. And then you can start with the poppies. And what I really like about poppies is that the petals, they start with like this black color. I think it's such a beautiful contrast, and it makes these flowers so unique. Honestly, when I was small, we had a couple of poppies in our garden, and I loved playing and looking at them because the petals were so beautiful. Yeah, so what you did is you only painted the shapes of the poppies first, right? So now you can go in and paint in some detail. And by that I mean some shades, like some darker red at the bottom of the petal, and maybe some lines. So I did add some lines to like distinguish some of the petals, and you can do that too, and I would highly suggest you doing it, but don't take it too seriously. So as I said, nothing is perfect in nature, so if you painted the poppy, it doesn't look exactly as you wanted it to be, it's slightly different, that's not a big deal, because no one knows how it was intended to be drawn. And that's it. So I would love for you to try this out, and I would love to get your feedback, and maybe a like and subscribe. Bye!